Greetings, fellow Whovians, and welcome to Timey Wimey Review. With new adventures coming our way of the Ninth Doctor through Big Finish Audio, I decided to look at one of the Ninth Doctor stories originally broadcast back in April 2005, The End of the World, which was the second episode of New Doctor Who. Just in case you don't know the plot, the Ninth Doctor takes Rose to the year 5 billion to witness the Earth at its final days on board a space station with other aliens from other planets. Things quickly start to go wrong on board the space station, so now it's up to the Doctor to save the day. The essence of this story is pretty much a Doctor Who done it, but there is some layers to this episode as we get to know more about the Ninth Doctor, which is quite clever when you think about it, as the previous episode was Rose and introducing Rose as a new companion or potential new companion. Here it's more about the Ninth Doctor, and I do like the scenes between the Doctor and Rose, where Rose is kind of pressing where he's from, who is he, why is he, and the Doctor just being more and more reserved, but comes out of his shell eventually. You forget how much Christopher Eccleston brings to the role as the Ninth Doctor. He's funny, he's charming, but can be quite menacing at times as well. I do like the scene where he fixes Rose's mobile so she can call her mum in the past, and gives out the one-liner, wait until you see the phone bill, and also the charm that he brings when he's giving the gift of the air of his lungs to other aliens. It just shows how much of a variety Christopher Eccleston has in terms of his performance, and you know that he's pushing himself into sort of unmarked territory here. Really, really good stuff. When you think about it, the core of this episode is really dark because the Doctor, on her first adventure, or on Rose's first adventure, has taken her to watch her own planet be destroyed. Now, he could have really took her anywhere in space and time, but I wouldn't say manipulated, but obviously, he thought that this was a wonderful idea to take Rose to watch her own planet blow up. Um, would I have done that? Maybe not. But I think, sort of in a weird sort of reverse psychology, I think he, not intentionally to sort of hurt her emotionally or anything like that, but maybe just to sort of have a sort of a feel of what the Doctor's going through, because we do we do learn that Gallifrey is gone. There's been a war and everyone died, and obviously Gallifrey is lost. So I can see why he's done that, and to me, yeah, it's just a pinch of a feel of for Rose of what he's going through the eyes of her watching her own planet get destroyed. Very dark, very weird. Also, how the Doctor punishes Cassandra. He could have put a stop to that, but no, he chose to dish out that punishment for her, rightly or wrongly. I like that we kind of planted seeds here with Rose saying, help her, and the Doctor just flat out refuses. Everyone has its time. And it obviously snowballs throughout the Ninth Doctor and 10th Doctor's tenure. It just shows how far he would go when pushed. I like that. Very dark, but yeah, very interesting concept. But to keep it all light-hearted, we had some really nice, colourful aliens. It really showed the BBC's makeup effects really well here, like the face of Bo, Cassandra, the Mox of Valhoon, and I really liked Jabe, not only in the makeup for her, but also as a character. She would have been a really good companion, really, for the Doctor if he wanted to go full-on alien, but alas, it wasn't meant to be. I'm going to give The End of the World a Tardis rating of 7 out of 10. It quite surprised me. The more I was sort of just writing up notes from this episode, the more I enjoyed this episode even more. It's light-hearted fun at its sort of top, but the underlayer of the darkness of the Doctor's characteristics just kind of gets you gripped here. With it being the second episode of modern Doctor Who, obviously Rose was the one to get you bums on seats and eyes watching the show. But here, this, the second episode has to really succeed, or if anything, do better. And I think it did do its job. It had great special effects, really good makeup and costume. The makeup and effects for Cassandra, really, I haven't really gone into that in much detail, I thought was superb. It really, really still holds up 16 years after this was originally broadcast. Again, enjoyed the story. I even liked the ending. I thought it was quite a good sort of tense ending, even though it was a little bit of like a weird platform game with the Doctor going through those fans to push the button at the end of the platform side there. Just remind me of like some kind of Super Mario platform game. Surely they could have built that somewhere else. In fact, it would have been good if it was revealed that Cassandra built through her company or some kind of dodgy company, built the satellite and purposely put the sort of the override button near those fans. I think that would have been quite a nice sort of icing of the cake for her big reveal. It's thought-provoking, but has that outer shell of light entertainment, which is perfect for Saturday night viewing. I would love to see Doctor Who back on Saturday night. Let me know in the comments if you agree. If you haven't watched The End of the World for a while, it's definitely worth a rewatch. You can check it out on BBC iPlayer, HBO Max, DVD or Blu-ray. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts on The End of the World. And also, would you like to see Doctor Who back on Saturday nights on BBC? Next time on Timey Wimey Review, it's double trouble as I review the classic Sixth Doctor story, The Two Doctors. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Please like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel. And as a good doctor once said, I give you the air of my lungs.